Hello, Girl Scouts of NYPENN Pathways. My name is Bryony of the Fingerless Kitchen. I was born with a rare genetic disability called ectrodactyly ectodermal dysplasia. And that's a really big word. But for me, it means that I was born with only one finger on each hand, and my feet are the same. So I only have partial feet. And so I decided to take my love of cooking and my love of helping people. I used to do social work, and put them together to create something really special. And what my business is about is teaching and inspiring people with disabilities to learn how to cook. And beyond helping people with disabilities, it's bringing everybody else along with me to show you what's possible in the kitchen with a disability instead of what we thought wasn't possible. And so for most people that I know, if you have all your fingers, you can't really imagine what you do without them, right? I mean, what if suddenly somebody took all of your fingers away? Or, in this case of the activity we're going to do today, almost all of your fingers. It's kind of hard to think about what you would actually do, right? It seems like things might be impossible because you use them every day. How can you live without them? Well, I am here to show you that you totally can. And in this case, we're going to do it in the kitchen. And so what we're going to do today is what I have been working on with local chefs in the Syracuse area, is called the No Thumbs Chef Challenge. All right. And if you want to, you guys can, after I kind of talk about it with you and give you a little demo, you can check out my website and look at videos of these chef challenges. That way you can see how to do it. It's really kind of hard to show just by myself. So really, I encourage you guys to check it out so you can see for yourself and see how these chefs did in the kitchen. So here's how this goes. I go visit local chefs and I tape up their hands. Right? I use this green painter's tape. It doesn't stick to your skin. It's easy to come off, but the idea is you want to wrap up all of your fingers like in a fist, but leave your pinky out on both hands. Okay? So really what I'm trying to have you do is simulate my disability, right? Because I live in the Fingerless Kitchen every single day of my life. I love to cook. I love to bake, make cool cakes. And I do it only with two fingers. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to show you. It's a real way to walk a mile in my shoes, right? In order to learn something about another person and truly understand them, you have to walk a mile in their shoes. You have to get to understand how they do things and why. And this is my way of doing it. This is my way of showing you that disability can have a place in the kitchen. So here, we got to do this. I did not fix the tape. Okay. Usually, I use my teeth for a lot of things. It's not really good if you're from a dentist standpoint, but it is what it is. I'm having a little technical difficulties, so maybe I'll use a tool. That's all right. All right, we got it. Oh, I turned off the air conditioner. It's getting hot in here. Okay, there we go. So, with a grown-up's help, parent, guardian, aunt, uncle, whoever you're with, a troop leader, you can have them tape up your hands. Okay, you don't want it too tight that it hurts. But your hands will get a little achy afterwards. I will tell you that, because your body's not going to be used to doing this. Your hands aren't going to be used to. But you're going to wrap these up. Have the adult help you wrap your fingers up and leave those pinkies out. And then the next step is I want you to go in the kitchen. Okay? So you're all wrapped up. Both hands are wrapped up in this crazy tape. And next you got to choose what your task is. Whether you want to figure out how to use a box grater. Look at, I'm throwing stuff around. All right. So whether you want to learn how to grate cheese with only your pinkies, I have this cool garlic press that I've had for a long, long time, but how to maybe peel and smush garlic. How do you pick up things with tongs, right? How do you do it? With only your pinkies. I mean, you can see right here that I can do it, right? Or let's say maybe you want to measure flour for baking. I know I was looking at my apron and I got a little messy the other day when I was making some cookies. So what do you want to do? What I have in front of you today is I was going to show you how I peel. Simple thing you can do in the kitchen, and it's something that most chefs do, right? They peel vegetables. And so I wanted to show you that. And it's not too hard for me because I've had a lot of practice. One thing I want you to think about while you're doing this whole challenge is any kind of creative way that you can do it. You're going to find that now we've taken almost all your fingers away and things are going to get a lot harder. But that doesn't mean it's not possible. So what I like to tell people is that we're turning our limitations, right? I'm making you have limitations by taking away your fingers, and we're going to turn it into an opportunity to do something different. All right? So think about that, all right? I want you to just try to remember that for me. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and peel this potato. I'm going to go a little slower so you can watch me. Okay? There we go. I mean, so far it looked kind of easy, right? Just peeling a simple potato. I want you to think about what difficulties did you come up against. Maybe something was super easy that you weren't expecting. Maybe you found something else in the kitchen to get the job done that you wouldn't have thought of. And that's okay too, because really for me, everything I do in the kitchen is about adapting. How do I adapt? Because I don't actually have any adaptive equipment in my kitchen. I find ways to use what I have already here. So it's me adapting to pretty much kitchen tools that were made for people with 5 fingers on each one of their hands. I mean, that was pretty quick, right? I usually go much, much faster when I'm peeling a lot of potatoes. So I want you to go give it a try. See what you can do with only your pinkies. And if you want to have a little bit of extra fun, see after you're done, tape up that grown-up who helped you. So take your green tape off and now tape up the grown-up and help them see what they can do in the kitchen. A lot of the chefs that I work with, often at the end of our whole videos that we do with them, all the filming, and the one thing they like to tell me is, what else can I do? They get inspired to see what else they can do with only 2 fingers. Because really, what I'm trying to teach people is limitations are opportunities to do something different and amazing, right? I'm taking my limitation with my 2 fingers and turning it into something inspirational for people, hopefully around the world, and to bring representation to the food world, which has long been without people with disabilities, right? That's my limitation, and I'm turning it into the opportunity. So where are you going to turn this into opportunity? Something to think about, and have fun with that grown-up who taped you up. You might get a few laughs out of it, you might get frustrated, and that is totally okay. Because right now, I'm just trying to show you what it's like to be a person with a disability, and from my perspective, and letting you know that really all things are possible when you put your mind to it. So, all right, one last time. Tape up the hands, leave only the pinkies, pick which kitchen task you're going to do, and go for it. And talk to your friends and your other Girl Scouts about how they did on this activity, and see what they came up with, see what their struggles were, and how you're going to use this out in the world. Now that you have a different perspective of a person with a disability, how can you be a helper? That's a good question, right? And as I told you before, I'm using my disability to help reach people around the world. And I'm so glad that I've been able to show you what I do here today. But really, it's all about taking those things that you didn't know were even possible and turning them into possible. Right? Your limitation to become fiercely limitless. And girls, I know you can do it. I was a Girl Scout for a few years. I didn't really stick with it, but I wish I had. But so much of what we dream and we want to do is absolutely possible. And it really helps when you have a really great support network around you to help you do it. I have a lot of wonderful people cheering me on as I work this business and try to make my life happen and help people with disabilities all around the world. So I want to see what you can do. All right. And if you want to record it, you guys can email me these. I'd love to see them. I'd love to see how you did. If that's what you want to do. If there's any questions you have for me about being a person with a disability, cooking in the kitchen, really anything, I'm really open to having you talk with me. I really do like talking because I think if I can answer your questions, then you don't always go around wondering, right? It's good to have answers for things. And disability can be a tough one to talk about with people. So I'm totally open if you want to call me. So I'm going to give you all my information, my website, my email, some social media where you can follow me or find what I'm doing to check out more. I'm so excited for you to do this. I really want to see how it goes. Send me those pictures or emails with some little video clips or whatever. Get going, get in the kitchen, have some fun, and take it out to the world. See what else you can do with disability and how you can help somebody with one as well. All right, that's all for now. So I'm going to tell you my little tagline. It's really kind of funny. If you think you're all thumbs in the kitchen, I'm here to prove that you never needed them, okay? All right, bye for now, Girl Scouts of NYPENN Pathways. Thank you so much for letting me be here today to talk to you, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care. Bye, girls.